So team of the week that was, Dalton, who impressed you last week?
For me, I've been kind of waffling. Like I want to say the Royals just because like of what they've done surprising so far this season. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to not go with them when they blow up and they blow out the Astros for a whole series. But I also, I hate doing. I got to give some love to the Padres. Like
Yeah.
multiple huge comebacks over the last week. Not only against the Dodgers. I mean, that whole series, Dodgers were playing from ahead, and we were never comfortable. And part of it's that the bullpen's a bit of a mess, but this Padres team can hit. It's legitimately a lineup that's good. Jackson Merrill's been awesome to watch for them. I think the Padres quietly might have the best bullpen in the National League right now.
Yeah.
It's funny because they lost Hader, and so everybody's down on the bullpen, but Suarez is coming out throwing 102. Yuki Matsui's tough to hit. Cosgrove is disgusting against lefties. Like that roster is deep, man. Like the guys at the back of that
from the
bullpen.
Yankees.
Well, that's the other thing too. I mean, Michael King, the Dodgers crushed him, but stuff's nasty, right? So I think the Padres. I said it preseason. I'll say it now. I'm making them my team of the week just because of what they did to the Dodgers. Like I just was really impressed watching them up close for those 3 games.
Yeah. Right.
But I think you make it hard for the Royals too. Who do you got on that?
Yeah, just because they've surprised me, and they still have yet to lose a series, and they're going into tough places to play and winning series. I'm going to take the Milwaukee Brewers. This is one of those teams where it's like, going into the season, right? This is a team that, Yelich is aging in the wrong direction. They kind of made these weird moves, right? Like they traded Corbin Burns. Okay, they didn't get much back for Corbin Burns, but then they go and sign Rhys Hoskins to beef up the lineup a little bit. I mean, look, man, they took 2 out of 3 in Baltimore. They took 2 out of 3. They were supposed to play 4, but 2 out of 3 in Cincinnati. They took 2 out of 3 against the Mariners. They took 2 out of 3. They swept the Mets. Like, and again, just dating back to last week, 2 road series wins against, I think you and I would both agree, 2 not bad teams for a team that we thought was due for serious regression. That's impressive to me. I mean, I know that we're kind of seeing we're seeing a lot of power out of Jackson Chourio early in his career, right? But I did not expect a team like this with seemingly this many holes from what I saw to be taking out 2 out of 3 games from the Orioles in Baltimore. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I mean, I was down on the Brewers preseason. I'm still not all the way bought in. Like it's so early, but
sure.
But they're not bad. I mean, they're clearly not like they're clearly going to be a problem in that division because that division is one where anybody can be a problem, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot to like with them. I think for them that the youth is kind of all showing up and playing well. So, and Yelich looks rejuvenated too. Like he looks good. So yeah, I mean, the Hoskins thing seems to fit like a glove.
It does.
It's funny. You see him in that uniform, and like it kind of looks weird, and then it kind of makes sense.
It does. He's got Philly written all over him, and now he's just right. It looks like he got dressed wrong.
But no, I mean they're interesting. Now I will say they just blew a lead 3-0. Now the Padres are up on them in that game and threatening to score more. This is what the Padres have been doing.
That's what happens, man. I talk about teams, and they just the exact opposite happens a second before. Nobody should listen to me. That's why you make the betting picks and not me. Okay, so who do you like? So right now, so let's close it out with this before we go into hot corner. This coming week, I don't know. Who do you like, Dalton? What's the series that you're looking at here?
There are some pretty fun ones. The series that I'm most looking forward to is probably Orioles Royals. And I don't think we would have thought we'd be saying that preseason. But the Orioles are obviously good, right? I don't think they're a 100-win good team, and I said that preseason, but they're obviously good. Yeah. And I think this is a Royals team that is really relishing these opportunities to kind of prove themselves. it's a great fan base in Kansas City. One that you don't have to do that much to convince them to start showing up and giving a lot of support. So
Right.
I think it should be a good environment at Kauffman Stadium this weekend. Um, and assuming Kansas City handles business this week with the White Sox and keeps winning, should be a pretty compelling series, right? It's one of those, like, another prove it opportunity for the Royals. So that's one that I'm excited about. Royals hosting the O's.
Yeah, I think it's funny that you said the Orioles because I'm picking the series that they're playing right now against the Twins. I think that's going to be a really interesting series as well, especially with the games that they have coming up, right? This was kind of the like like first game, whatever sort of game for me without the best pitching matchup, right? It was Louis Varland and Cole Irvin. But the next two games for them, it's Paddock and Rodriguez, and then it's Lopez and Tyler Wells. Like that, I think those are two fairly good pitching matchups. Obviously, early on in the year, Lopez and Wells are both, kind of boasting, you know, higher than expected ERAs, right? Lopez in the high fours, Wells in the high fives. But again, they're both entering their third, fourth start of the season. This is kind of a point where I'm like, okay, I look at this and I see two potential division winners, right? Obviously, we both really like the Twins to win that division. The Orioles right now, they just called up Jackson Holiday. Everybody's excited about that. And he has struggled mightily since he's gotten called up. But these are two teams that I think could be seeing each other again down the road. That's my pick. I think right now, super duper interesting is Twins Orioles this coming week in the next couple of days.
Yeah, well, the big question with the Twins is, are they ever going to start hitting?
Yeah.
Because that offense to start the season has been ghastly, and the injuries are mounting.
Yeah,
So
Royce Lewis out, Carlos Correa out. It's a real problem. You're right.
the Twins are very lucky they play in that division because they're not going to fall out of contention. But they better get it going at some point, right?
Yeah.
The bats just have not shown up.
Do you think they will? Like, obviously, it's a long season. Obviously, we both know that. I don't think we need to keep repeating it. But, like, do you think the bats will come around, or do you think this could be a year-long problem for them?
No, I mean, I think just from a regression standpoint, they will. But you wonder how long it's going to take. Like, it's certainly not a comfortable thing for Twins fans.
Sure.